How to make a start, and of course, all right, we're going to make a start. We're going to give a short prayer. And remember, there are two major checkpoints.
Good morning to everyone, and welcome to live coverage of the 2025 cycling race number 6, organized by the Dominica Cycling Association, of course, under the directorship of the Dominica Olympic Committee, which is responsible for all sports associations here in the beautiful Commonwealth of Dominica. And before we go across to Anthony Scotland, we will go across now to Mr. Ronald Charles, who is the president of the Dominica Cycling Association for race number 6.
Company Limited. And I would like all the cyclists to come closer, please. Vinny, come a little bit closer. All right, let's go. All right, we'll call on Desmond for a small. Hello, Chess and Levi, we're ready to roll. All right, can you say the prayer?
Okay, good morning, everybody. Just bow your heads. Close our eyes. Dear kind and loving Father, thank you for this bright, sunny Sunday. Thank you for life. Thank you for strength. Guide and protect us, everyone. Guide all those that are there to help this activity go through to the best that they can. Thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Desmond. Of course, let me, express our deepest condolences and sympathies to the late Mr. Ed. Of course, HHV Way Church and Company Limited has been sponsoring us from the past 8 to 9 years. So the Dominica Cycling Association want to extend condolences to the family and friends of the late Mr. Ed from HHV Way Church and Company Limited. And of course, we will take this small moment to do 1 minute of silence in this regard. So all the cyclists, please pay attention. All the cyclists, please pay attention. Kobinski, pay attention. 1 minute of silence, please. Thank you.
And even while 1 minute of silence was observed in the memory or the honor of the late Mr. Gary Ed, the managing director of HHV Research and Company, who also does business with Kyrie FM, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the relatives of a gentleman who died yesterday in an accident. He collided with the vehicle driven by our very own Conrad Oprah Shillingford, who was part of that accident yesterday. Oprah survived the accident, but the other driver died. And so we want to reach out to Mrs. Bertrand, the entire Bertrand family, on the loss of your son. And we also want to wish Oprah a fully and speedy recovery. We want to thank the many fans of Kyrie FM who showed their full support to Oprah yesterday at the hospital. And we also want to reach out as well to the family, the Butcher and the family, and to thank the many people who were there to support the Butcher and the family yesterday on the loss of their son. Kyrie FM will keep you updated. As a result, we won't have anything good today. And we also want to let you know that we won't have a children's program due to live coverage of this cycling race 2025, the race number 6. Let's go back to the podium, join Daddy Chess, and then we'll hand over to Anthony Scotland.
There every now and then, so let's look out for that. Also, because of that, you sometimes have gravel on the corner of those little hills. So be careful when you're coming down those hills between Layu and Gloshu that you don't corner on gravel. So on your way up, just make sure you keep your eyes open so we can be safe. All right? Yeah. Ronald?
Can you do the countdown?
Okay. What do I have to say? What do you want me to say now? What do you want me to say? What do you want me
Just
to
say 10, 9.
Okay, all right. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, good morning. This is of Kyrie FM, also viewers, Kyrie Facebook page. We're again. We are what, 101?
Okay, good morning, ladies and
Mike is
gentlemen.
on?
We are both
Yeah,
done, so we start 10.
we are going to start race number 6, starting from my boys restaurant and bar here at Woodbridge Bay, as we head right down to the Hillsborough Bridge, turn into on the right to reach the other bridge, which is the York Valley Bridge, at the Glow Show Rally. That was an area I used to love to go to bathe, you know. Access to it now is becoming a problem. I've seen about the river to reach that Glow Show. But we actually used to walk to the Glow Show from the bridge. So we hope that the St. Joseph Village Council can maybe put that road back, that little pathway along the riverbank, so that we can access the Glow Show easier. But it's a beautiful day in Dominica. It's bright and sunny. I think it's the temperature might be edging close over 85 degrees Fahrenheit here. And it's looking like it's going to be a hot day. So we are in summer. You expect it to be hot around that time of the year. So we call on the road users that the race is just about to start. As the commercials start calling on us, and the race has begun, and they're off. Number of athletes here in this race. We have different categories. Elite categories. We have the masters category, junior category, and the mountain category. We have a number of on terms of elite riders: Koa Baron, Gates Marius, Kobinski, Phil Amy. These are the competitors in that category here. Masters category, we have Chester Later, Ronald Charles, Levi Baron, Desmond Prosper, and Philip Eugene. While in the juniors, there's Ross Samper and Elroy Carbon. And the mountain bike category, we have Peterson Marius and Kevin Lifam. So that makes up the party here as they head their way past the Woodbridge Bay port. Just crossing the bridge to enter the community railway on the way past the community of Fokoli. Fokoli to my left is a number of fishing boats along the quarry. The quays there, they call that in Trinidad. It's like a dock where there's about almost 20 little boats there, fishing boats in the harbor. And it's a real one of the fishing village where we got fish every day. Every day when you pass along this Fokoli Highway, you can get fresh fish. Your bonnet, your marlin. Yesterday was a day of Gokuliu in the town. So I hope your fridge is well stocked and ready for the coming week. Like we can have some broths and do some fries. So I'm being away underneath the Mont Daniel Cliff. As you just pass the wreck there on the seaside at Mont Daniel. The race didn't look like me no be this a tough race, but it looks like it's more. I think this race is less inclined on that race because when you reach down the Hillsborough Bridge, you're gonna be turning right, where you might meet maybe one or two slight hills on your way, but it's not like going down. If you're going down for the Collie area, we have a number of very steep hills to deal with. So I think it might be an easier race for on the riders here today. We need to tell you we have a number of sponsors here. We need to talk about our platinum sponsor, is the Dominica Olympic Committee. The gold sponsors, Ronald Charles and Associate, Lord Chambers, and Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. All the sponsors, HHB Research and Company. And you just saw them give a 1 minute silence to reference the death of Gary Ed, the managing director of this company, who supported this venture admirably over the years. And special thanks here to Dominica Police Force, the Red Cross, Richie Ferrell Media Services, My Boys Bar, Pioneers Athletic Club, and Kyrie FM. We know Kyrie FM always cover these races, bring it to you live at your home, or in your cars. If you want to see, you also can view that. You can hear it. Because we on radio, we on Facebook. As we cross down into the Canefield area, just leaving Mountain Hill, our strip, as Koa Baron is taking the lead there, flanked by several of the elite riders. See Marius down there, you could see Baron, that's his brother, his father Levi. So they're heading the way past the Texaco gas station, filling station in Canefield. We are saying a notice to motorists that this race is on, so we better be careful on this Sunday morning. We don't want no accident on the road as riders make their way towards Hillsborough Bridge, then to York Valley Bridge. Then they will take a turn. I think the mountain bikes, they end there. The other riders are going to be coming back to the finishing point, and then you have another round. So I guess the limit is about like what to lie you is about 9 miles in going inland. There's another 3-4 miles. So they're going about maybe 13-14 miles inland. So this race I estimate is maybe about 30 miles really. 45? No, 30 miles one way. So if you double it twice, it's gonna be 60. So it's a pretty long race, really, not really a short race. Like how I was thinking, I think it was really a one turn and they were coming back. But it looked like they has the elite riders, the masters, they got to go further and do a second round. Water, boy. Well, we're now in the Canefield area. I think trailing at the back of us is one of the Marius brothers. As we pass Minions to my left and my barbecue girl on the other side here. Rhonda's barbecue, so the best barbecue in Dominica. You can get your spare ribs and other goodies there. Had a sample there a couple of nights ago, Rhonda. Very tasty and delicious. As the riders making their way going forward to the next community of Massac. So we're just leaving one of these riders at the back. I think it's Coventry St. Amy. Again, I think we're passing the young rider, Ross Samper. Samper riding without a number this morning. He's usually weighing number 20. And we make our way towards the speed hump here at the Massac Primary School. Speed hump needed a painting. The one after it is in a worse condition. We need to get some paint on that road. That speed hump needs some more clarity for motorists because the paint has been fading out. We go over another hump. As the bunch of riders, they make their way, charging down their way towards Massac here. The number of the elite riders is in that bunch here. The police escort with time for motorbike on the roadway. So you can see Ronald Charles, Chester Later, Levi Baron, all in that pack down there. And Kohab Baron also in the mix. And I suspect Gibson Marius might also be ahead. So we trailing behind. There's about 40 yards behind this group of riders as they make their way uphill up to the Fromage area of Massac. Fromage, from Fromage, that's basically the first climb they are having. It's not a very steep climb, but it's a challenging climb from the Massac flat village, and you are going right over to the cemetery, up past the Massac cemetery and downhill again into Les Point. So, bunch of riders there together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I can see Marius, Gibson Marius, Baron, you have Ronald Charles, all trying to feel their way because they're just about maybe like 5, 6, 7 miles in the race. Police escort is heading down the Les Point area. The motorists coming up to Roseau. Being informed that here is a race on. The Dominica Cycling Association is holding its 6th event of the year. And today they are heading towards Ronald Charles. I can know it is not an example of looking at the Desmond Prosper, Philip Eugene, all in that cluster there. The young Baron, the young Coab Baron, I think is in the lead. And right on his heel is the other rider here, which is Marius. I think today Marius might be looking to challenge him on this race number 6 here. Marius himself have won 3 races so far for the season. Coab won the last race to the Portsmouth area that they had to make a race where they go down to the Portsmouth, turn around by the Morocco Hotel down there that is way down in the Portsmouth, down in the Portsmouth area, and make a turn and head back to Roseau. Baron did that very easily. And they're going through the community that never sleep here. Maho, looking a bit clear today, looking a bit empty. I suspect a lot of people in Maho still asleep. As we go through the lab area, the lab is very active. You have quite a few people congregate around the lab. And you're riding from Maho at a brisk pace. Your riders look like they have summed up this route. They have done this several times for the year. So they have a good grounding on how to manage the system. We're coming around this roundabout by L&O building there. Which is a blind corner, and we again send out the message feelers to our motorists on the road. Our race is on. We have the police escort at the front as we head in past Maho now, last end bar, We're just by the public convenience area. We turn into the Belfast area now. Must tell you, it's a beautiful day. It's bright and sunny. Very little wind. The wind factor might not really affect the riders today, because you just have a wind at maybe less than 10 miles per hour wind here blowing. We don't just keep them a little bit cool. But I don't think it might have no major effect on riding today. So we pass the community of Belfast. Belfast, known for its the DCP, the Dominica coconut products, resume production again. They are still in their soap business and the shampoos. And I want to see long for the day that way they can bring back oils there and fat into that factory. As we head in again into Jimit now. There's a flood of Jimit. Well, the whole area is kind of nice and clear today. The traffic has been light so far. So we're heading down towards the Rodney's Rock area in Jimit. Jimit is a community on the right-hand side of the road. The structure around us about 1980, that community was started development. It's now a sprawling housing scheme. It's over 1,000 plus people living there. And it has developed tremendously over the last maybe like 2.5 decades. But we're going through the area, and this is an area where we had a nasty accident really yesterday. I think it claimed the life of one person. And there's another staffer from Cairo FM, Oprah, who is basically fighting for his life there at the China Friendship Hospital. So we call on motorists to be careful on that lane of road. I've been requesting that they put speed humps on it to reduce the speeding on that road. Because I walk there most of the time, 3 times a week. And on my way going up Rodney's Rock, it looks like some drivers decided, well, this is a racetrack for them. Always speeding and speeding excessively. You have people right down at the bottom of the strip here that would have a bus stop in that area, and we call on motorists to be careful, stop the overspeeding on that piece of road. But generally, I think the authorities must actually get serious and just put 3 or 4 speed humps on that piece of road and slow that traffic down. We have lost a number of lives on that piece of road from the time I come to live in Jimit. But I started dwelling in Jimit in 1983. And we need to see some sort of structure being placed on the road surface to slow it down. I was very heartened to see that the project at the Casibus, the East Coast Road that run through from Pokasi, from Tarish Street, they take it Tarish Street through the Carib territory, passing Casibus through Carib territory. They are now installing a number of speed humps on that road, because again, with the condition of the road looking sweet, drivers will be tempted to speed and don't really care about what the consequences are. Only feeling sorry after. Sorry can already solve the problem. So to prevent the problem in the first place, we need to put some systems in place to manage that speed. Back on the race here, as they're going up to the second major climb, past the Come-to-Be area, Ronald Charles is still struggling at the back, but maintaining. Coab Baron is at the front. It's closely followed by Marius. I think his father, Levi Baron, is in the mix there, down there. So these senior players, I think maybe have 4 senior masters, what we call them, masters riders in the mix there. As we head down towards the Taro area, we got a very steep hill to climb, but so there's a very easy descent. They will have this descent down this place they call Morn Harbat. Harbat is just next to Harbat is the Rodney's Rock. The Rodney's Rock is to my left, and this is a historical rock where the French were basically fooled by the British in thinking that there was a fleet of The British fleet was anchored there. The British fooled them by putting a set of lights on these rods. And that was the end of them. I think the country changed hand from that time, 1780 somebody. In my history tell me it's correct. So the historical rock of Rodney's Rock, we just pass it down and going down Harbat now. Harbat is also known for having what they call a leper home. In the early 1920s and 30s and 40s in Dominica, there was a disease called leprosy. To manage that disease, they had to build a hospital to actually isolate the lepers, put them in a situation where they would not mingle with the general public. So right there in that Harbat area, we had a thing called a leper home. I doing some history on public health in Dominica, because all of I'm writing a book, A Century of Public Health in the country, and that is what I saw was kind of amazing. But these days, leprosy can be treated easier. As you pass through the community of Taro seems to be asleep. Usually the Taro people are awake. Maybe when our way up, we see more of the Taro supporters coming out to really egg on the riders. But we have a number of cyclists here. I'm looking for the other half of the pack, but I'm not seeing them really. I've been sandwiched by a number of vehicles at the back of us. So we're going through the under the Taro cliff. Tell his motorists to be careful. We don't want to accident on the road. Motorists, you can just slow down a while. Let the riders do their thing. You have all the time in the world to reach where you're reaching. As Ronald Chaz, he went a little bit forward, and I'm being flanked there by another of the riders. I think it's Kubinski, Saint Emile. Ronald Chaz is the other rider before they reach a pack of 4. As they turn their pedals in acceleration on this flat piece of road. It's basically flat road to reach into the York Valley by the York Valley Bridge. We have Hillsborough Bridge to contend first. Ronald Chaz, I must say, is keeping up. The boy that is super fit, always on the road doing his practice. As we head past, turn into the Bodler-McGuire area, as the famous Hillsborough Estate. Hillsborough was a major contributor to employment of people in the St. Joseph parish. Because at the time of estates in the 50s and the 60s, 40s, number of people that they make their livelihood working on these estates. It's a thing of the past now. Most of the land is now laid idle. Still flanked with a lot of mango trees, coconut trees, some cocoa. As Chaz, a bunch have left him behind. Gibson Marius, Coab Baron, Levi Baron in the mix up there. And there's another rider, another elite rider in that mix also. As they heading there towards the Hillsborough Bridge, so we are already at Hillsborough Bridge. And we'll turn inland to the right as we go inland into the Lehigh Valley, into the Lehigh Valley Highway there. The police have stopped the traffic for oncoming traffic from this Lehigh end, and they're heading now into the. I think it's the first time I've gone into that area with a team of that area, higher up close to the bridge, where there's several big buses around there. So if you want a very good bath, a very clean river bath, you can come down there at the Lehigh River. one of the biggest rivers, the longest river, I think, maybe the widest river in Dominica. I wonder whether it is the longest river also. It is also the longest river, because the other one I was thinking was the Indian River, but I think Layu is longer than it. Layu started all in the hinterland, in the Bells area, and work its way right back down to into the St. Joseph, just down there by the Layu village. So we are in the valley. There's a beautiful valley, really well populated with trees. We could come in and enjoy Dominica really. This is nature study. Flanked by a couple banana trees, cocoa trees, small plantations on the left-hand side of the road. So it's a very peaceful, and I can really feel a difference in the breeze inside here. Because one of the west coast there, the heat was really striking, very hot, all in my face, but I can feel a different breeze as we turn into that valley. It's much cooler inside there. I saw the riders will be having a good time going to the bridge. They are going to the York Valley Bridge and make a turn. That's where, Dominica call it where the glow show. That means hot water. We have hot water coming immediately from underneath the crust of the earth and coming out and creating this pool. They have constructed a pool, and all these things I think need to be developed. That pool has been along for maybe over 60 years. Since a little boy that pool was really constructed. It is in the same dimension. It has not changed. And I think maybe now we need to really broaden that pool to more people really can get access to the water. Very good water that is coming in from underneath the rock there. That's good for bathing, massaging your body, putting you back in gear for the next day. I think the road itself need a little bit of debushing, too much grass encroaching on the surface of the road. Some of the drain system that was developed there has been actually disappeared. So some maintenance road needs to be done on that piece of road to put it back in order. But the surface is very good. Well surface road, well asphalted. It's just maintenance of the sides. As we're inching our way to this little incline here. There's a slight incline as the riders have to put a little more energy as they try to make their way again to reach the bridge. Marius is now almost dancing his way up the hill. The slide hill, I say. Baron is in that way also. I think I don't looking at both barons here just looking around, cooperating. Maybe getting some tips from his dad as to the strategy of this race. Marius sticking with them in any way. Marius also have to plan that race and see how we can come up victorious as they head their way again towards the York Valley Bridge. We got two major turns. They make one turn. There's another turn coming up. Is Daddy Chess in the lead here? straight falcons. I can see 3 of them really in that area there. We make another turn. It's not a bad piece of roadway. Roadway is in order. It's just the drainage system that needs to be get cleared up and cleared out. Because too much vegetation is coming onto the road. And then when we reach the bridge, we're gonna have a turn at the York Valley Bridge and head back down to my boys bar for the second round for the elite riders and the masters. I think the mountain bikes, they're gonna be stopping right there. The co-op, very close to his dad there, they're sticking together, planning their own strategy. Marius is right in the mix there. As I tell you, Gibson Marius has won 3 races already for the year. Baron won. I think Israel Green also won a Masters race. So we have arrived at the bridge. It's right here in the Live Valley. The river is right next to us. That's the glow show. They make a turn here. The water cut is right there. I don't think most of them took water because I didn't tell you inside there is much cooler than when you're on the West Coast. So we're heading back towards my boys bar. We're gonna be leaving this area and head straight back to my boys bar. The elite riders are 2 at the front, and some of the senior riders, 2 senior riders are also with these 2 elite riders, Marius, Gibson Marius, and Kohab Baron. We can see just Ronald Chaz making his way towards the bridge. I make it, he's about 200 yards away from the bridge. So he still have his work cut off. So if he can come back to resume his position with this group. Whoever's taking the lead, flanked by Levi Baron, Levi and Marius. Marius again, sticking with Kohab Baron. And I think this is where the race is going to be with Marius. Gibson planning a strategy as how we can really dethrone Kohab Baron here in this Live Valley. Yeah, welcome back here as we're going for the back down to reach the Hillsborough Bridge. You just saw another pack of riders going up the road there. Zampa, some of the mountain bikers. We had Ross Zampa and Elroy Carlton, Peterson Marius, and Kevin Lefam. These are the mountain bikers. But here again, another rider going up. I think is the younger. Looks like one of the other prospectors. It's Roy Carlton. Carlton went past us there a while ago. So we're heading back down with a group of 4 leading, the leaders here. Daddy Chase at the front, followed by Gibson Marius. At the back of him is Co-op Bound and Levi Baron. As we head forward, they're heading forward in this Live Valley area. Traffic has been light. Just encountered 2 vehicles coming our way. Generally, it's a slow in terms of road usage. Pretty light. Because that road doesn't go right through to reach the junction at Warner. Most the roadway reach up to the bridge, and then it is the other part between the bridge to the other junction of Warner needs serious repairs. So quite a number of farmers still use the road. They still utilize the road. There's farming in the Gould area and in the but you know, Debija in that area is higher up in Lai Park. Atlee mostly abandoned land now. There used to be a serious planted area, but again the access into there is a problem. We need to get improve access into those areas. Well, we have just passed around vehicles there. Look like maybe a meeting point of the plant actually, General plant. And we are back on the Hillsborough Bridge. I finally reached the Hillsborough Bridge very quickly. It looked like the first time I was going in there, took a mountain of time. I'm coming back through now. They're already over the bridge. And there's an attack here. As Baron looking to Co-op that time, looking to go forward. We have left Marius a little bit at the back. Marius trying to keep up with him. At the back, it will be Levi Baron and Daddy Chase. Marius really trying to stay on the heels of Co-op Baron. Our escort vehicle is about a 300 yards away from us. As they work their way past, going back through that Bodlam McGueg area. You heard the name? Bodlam McGueg. So the estate basically used to belong to a man called Gweg in the earlier parts of the 20th century. I always marvel at the names that the century people gave to those areas. And we're heading towards Taro, under the Taro Cliff now. Baron and Marius playing a cat and mouse game here. I don't know who's going to be doing an attack and get away from that pack. Or they now just cruising under the Taro Cliff here. I think they're conserving their energies for the tide hill at Mount Habat. Because from there you're going to have another major incline to get a climb up that steep hill at Habat. And we'll take you down through the Come-to-Me area into Jimit. must say it's a beautiful Sunday. Traffic has been quite light. Race has been going on fine. And we just tell our motorists that the Dominica Cycling Association C6 cycling event is now on. So we gotta be careful. We have police escorts and some of the support vehicles are also within that route. So you just have to be tuning to Carry FM 107.9, 93.1. On radio, you can pick us up. Also, you can get us on the Facebook page of Carry FM. As we arrive at the Taro Bridge here, Taro still asleep. Very little villagers out on the streets here. As we're going uphill, they're trying to reach the Monhabat area. Rodney's Rock protruding at the back there. As I told you, that is a historical rock. That's something we don't really recognize and give it significance in Dominica. But history was made in that area. So they got to go through that steep incline here at Habat. Riders already out of their saddles now and ready working their way uphill there. Mario's light guy, he look like a jockey. I always look like he have a jockey shape. Jockeys usually like 110 pounds to 120. This jockey sits on big horses weighing thousands of pounds. So I wonder, like the lighter the jockey, most likely is the better for the horses. So they're now working their way uphill. There's a tight climb coming up this Taro Cliff. Marius is a good climber. Koav himself is quite a good climber. He has experience in this field for a while. He has been doing cycling in a number of countries in the Caribbean. He has gone to Europe. He was in Italy actually doing a stint training there. Baron has been exposed to a number of cycling events and activity and building up, training him up as an elite rider. The other one we have on coming on stream, but I haven't seen him for a race here in the local, in this our local events, is Ajani Kazimi. Is another upcoming rider. He won a race in Anguilla recently. So you have these two guys really at a high level of riding. And the other one that following them up is Gibson Marius. Gibson Marius also looks to me is another great find that we have in Dominica in terms of riding. So we get onto a little flat piece of road as we go down to the Come To Me area. And the riders here, they're pacing their way nicely. They're maintaining this pack of 4. Straight Falcons, I suspect, trying to maintain their record. Give Samarius looking to upset them. And again, an attack going downhill there. Baron has opened up, trying to open a space between he and Marius, but Marius is right on his heel. Followed closely there by Levi Baron and Chester later. We turn wrong there. Just passing the discotheque on my right. Gas station on the left. A lot of mangoes on the ground here at Jimmy. I don't have mango eaters in that area, but a lot of mangoes have now find themselves deposited on the ground after maybe a hard night of wind. So the kids in Jimmy, they can come out and see where they can get some mangoes. We just passing Ada recycling area. As we again approach the Jimmy bus stop. Escort vehicles on the way. Marius is maintaining and that position just on the heel of Cora Baron. Baron trying to see whether he could open some space, but putting an attack really earlier was approaching the come to be area, but Marius really kept pace with him. Daddy Chess and also Levi Baron in that mix. The F3 Baron, the two Barons and Daddy Chess, they come from the club Street Falcons. So they have been playing their strategy as how they could win that race. But Marius is in the middle of them. And that is where I see we're going to have some stiff competition in this race here today. I just hope that they will get no accident there, no incident of getting bikes problem or getting defects on your bikes, which might put on some riders. You're just crossing the Belfast Bridge. Belfast also known for its rums. We used to have a lot of rum coming from this area there. The Belfast factory was also famous for its soups. So this special red cap, and now they have BB rum. All these rums are quite popular in Dominica State. You've just taken a turn around the old mill here at Belfast, just around the Brine Corner, as we head into Maho. As the riders said, they're looking to attack in the Maho area. Let us see what will happen. Approaching L&O building, down by this blind corner. Motorists, we are asking you to be careful. Race is on. The village that never sleep is a bit working on a little bit now. More people are on the streets here. Go through these communities there. Some onlookers egging on the riders. Just on the lab area, we're passing the lab now. One man was saying, what they make at this lab? I tell him, it's your lab bomb. so he just had to bust in laughter. We're passing the Mao Market. Mao Market a bit desolated. Not much people there. Isolated, I would say. Not much business going on today, Sunday. As you creeping away towards the Monscope area of Mao, passing Lawi, Piccati. This bunch of riders, they remain in the group, they remain together. Co-op Baron in the lead, Baron still maintaining his lead. Marius trying to keep up with him as again they're going up the steep incline at Monscope. Monscope would really take them over this incline, and then you have another big one at the bottom of the hill at Les Point. So these riders they know this route quite good. They have been on it maybe for the last. This year they have about like 5 races going already, and so that will make it 6. So they sticking to the to the plan. The road plan of how do you overcome those steep hills and conserve your energy on the flats. So they're working their way up one scope. Going through Baron, keep climbing and climbing good. Barrow Coab is a very good climber. He's working his way again up the hill. 20 off the saddle and they just pedaling up, swaying from left to right. So there have been a number of races for the season, and they have the ideas how to manage this type of steep inclines. And I go back to my sponsors, the parliament sponsors, special request to them. Dominica Olympic Committee, that's our platinum sponsor. The gold sponsor we have is Ronald Chasson Associate, Love Chambers, Josephine Gerber and Company Limited. Other sponsors, HHB Research and Company Limited. Special thank you to the Dominica Police Force, the Red Cross, Richie Ferrers Media Services, My Boys Bar. That's where you can get your sumptuous meals at My Boys Bar. Still have the best broth in Dominica, my boy. Pioneers Athletic Club and your own Kyrie FM. So we have cleared this hill there, passed through the Massac Cemetery and down into Massac. We're heading right down to the Mams area now. So the riders are really open up and they're really flying downhill. There is a descent here. This descent will take them right into Kenfield, I suppose. With that time of acceleration, they have increased here. Because they are clearly accelerating. And they have gone, left us at the back, maybe by another 300-400 yards away. But the bunch is not too far apart from each other. We're still maintaining their composure, their closeness, as they work their way towards the Kenfield Airport. We're now going over the Massac. This is the Checkle River, crossing into the Kenfield Massac School area on the right, the Kenfield Airport on the right. The Massac School will be on the left. Massac Kenfield Primary School. It's holiday time now. You can see some campers inside there, looking on. As that pack of four still remains together. Baron is taking the lead, Revive Baron leading the pack, followed by Marius, Gibson Marius. Marius just taking a drink of water. On his heel is Coab Baron. And at the back of that group of three is Chester Later. Later carrying the rear, placing number 4, the 4th position. You go over the speed humps here at Kenfield, next to Miniers. As you pass the bank now. Kenfield itself was another estate. But in terms of estate life, this area was highly productive with sugar cane. Making of sugar, making of rum. You could see remnants of that factory right here. So the terms of Dominica history in the 18th, 19th century, 20th century, we had a lot of estates producing goods to be sent to England. And then over the years, these estates have disappeared and they have become housing estates. They are no longer agricultural estates. The one up there on the top there would be Mont Daniel, another estate that has gone to house it. So in the Kenfield area, you have a lot of sprawling houses built in the Kenfield area over the last from 1970 coming up. We're talking about 50-something years. Maybe started in the 60s and developed bigger in the 70s and the 80s. All these estate lands now are been converted basically into housing land. We got the flood here at between the Kenfield area and the sea. So you have a number of gas stations on both sides of the road. Ruby's and the other one would be Texaco. There's also the third one would be Asafon's one down at the end there. As we head past West Indies Oil, again filling station, and we're heading on towards the finishing point where these elite riders and masters, they will make a turn and see you to turn at Marboy's Bar and head back towards the other turning point, which is at York Valley Bridge in the Lilayu area. So Marius is taking his time about things. He waiting on Co-op Baron really. Baron is looking for something in his water or pack. We're passing under the cliff here, this Mont Daniel cliff. A road which was already expanded in the 1980s. It was in the 80s, you know, man. That's 2000 road. That road was kind of developed after 2000. Because this road used to be quite a small track before. And the government of Dominica, along with support from China, was able to expand that road there, make it much wider, put in drainage system onto it. And it also will have a city fence wall for protection. So this piece of road on the Mont Daniel Cliff has seen improvement really over the last 20, 40 years. Making the roadway much better, much nicer to drive on. With limited, maybe limiting accidents. But quite a number of people went into the sea while there was no wall there. What we have now, we are just about into this area, Wavin Cock area, Marius. Baron is in the lead, followed by Marius, then Daddy Chess, Levi Baron. These four maintain from the starting of the race till now. They are together in a bunch. They're working their way towards Marboy's Bar. I've not seen any major attack there by Marius in terms of really punching his way and moving away. Maybe he's biding his time, sticking close to Co-op so that he can have most of the energy at the end of the race to see whether he can overcome him. But without crossing into the most likely by the Deepwater Harbor area, passing the Coast Guard base. Jolly Pharmacy on the right. And as we're heading towards the turn at my boys bar. Let's see what happened there. Let's see if I might get some competition going on to that turn there. Marius has taken the lead. No, still Co-op Baron in the lead. Marius second. Chester later and Levi Baron following. Just about 20 meters from the turning point. As you pass the Coca-Cola distribution point, the riders are heading towards the turn. Yeah, they did a turn there. Co-op, followed by Marius. Police doing some blocking of the road as we head our way back towards the finishing point, the turning point again at York Valley. The bridge at York Valley, actually. There's the glow show in that area. So not more people want to tell they talk about glow show. They know they're going to reach that bridge at York Valley and they would head back. Have a good soak. You have a beautiful river there. You can also get a good clean bath, refreshing bath of the Lyre River. So the bunch remains. Street Falcon, I think there's 3 of their competitors in that bunch. Levi Baron, Daddy Chess, Chester Later, and Co-op Baron. But Mix Gibson Marius remains with that bunch. He has been steady with the bunch. I saw his manager giving him some instructions on the road there as May Etienne. May Etienne is a female rider, but she has been coaching those guys also on the other side. And they're working their way back up. Yes, welcome back. We're just having a water break. Need to big up my sponsors again. Padimon sponsors, Dominica Olympic Committee, gold sponsors, Ronald Charles and Associate Law Chambers, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Our other sponsors is HHV Research and Company Limited. Special thanks here to the Dominica Police Force, the Red Cross, Richie Ferrell, Media Services, My Boys Bar, and Pioneer Athletics Club. Also, Kyrie FM, your own Kyrie FM that brings you this race every time live on radio, live on TV, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. So you can contact Kyrie FM anywhere now. And you get it anywhere, any part of the world, you can watch this race. So anywhere you are in the world, you can just click onto Kyrie FM and you can get your race. You can see the race, you can hear the race. And as we're heading back towards the other turning point here at York Valley, that 4 in that bunch remains steady. 2 barons there, the father and son, Levi and Co-op. Marius, Gibson Marius have been sticking with them. and Daddy Chess. So we have three street Falcons players really in that bunch of four. And we're heading back down through this, I call it the filling stations, gasoline filling station. So we pass West Indies Oil. We have another one they call Rubies. NP. So you have Rubies, NP. To our left, you have Jacqueline. That's the agricultural area. And you have Harris Paints. That's the Dominica paint factory. And the big W will be next to it. We've another area on the right would be auto trade. So you are going through like an industrial area. Quite a few businesses are lining that area. As we approach the Boris Lays Bridge, yes, people, we're now taking a short break so I can regroup and get some information that I need to relay to the public there. To Bruno.
said, sir, I've seen you before, tell me who are you? Said I am a legend, that's all. I am a hero that nobody celebrates. But if one person remembers my name, that means I've made a change. I'm the man who cooks the food and feed the street people in the afternoon. I'm the lady with the broom, sweeping the halls of your son's preschool. I'm the soldier who's up all night, making sure everything's alright. And if you ask me, I'm quite fine, being an ordinary person, doing what's right. Yesterday, the football game, a little girl asked me my name. She said, sir, I've seen you before, tell me who are you? I said I am a legend that you never heard of before. She said I am a lion, but you never heard me roar. I am a hero that nobody celebrates. But if one person remembers my name.
Yes. We have a bit of a jam up there in the Mao area. The race is on. Some traffic commotion there by the lab, but welcome back to these commentaries. I have to give you some news, some sad news. As the riders work their way through the Mao area, we actually had a major incident, traffic crash in the area, and one man was well, somebody died, so one man is dead. We do extend special condolences to the Butchon family in Mahu for the death of one of the child there. I think it's a son. Which at that time all our sympathies goes out to them. I hope that they can pull through at this crucial time. Also wish to extend get well greetings to Oprah. Oprah is now at the Alford ward of the Dominica Chinese Friendship Hospital. He's doing better. According to the reports that we have in, that he's now doing some speaking and really recuperating nicely. Because he was really flat out, knocked out yesterday on the ground, was looking at the video. To Oprah, hold strong. Now you have to be closer and closer to your God right now. As you work our way back into the race here at Belfast, coming around this blind corner, this is the Belfast factory area, a water mill. As a bunch, I just seen a bunch of free here, Marius, the two barons, Kohath and Levi, that's father and son combination, working their way up. I think the road has been a bit tied up with traffic stopping in all sorts of awkward position. We have another little obstacle in the way that we had to go around him as we approach the Belfast Bridge. So we are without the presence of Daddy Chess in that 4-pack there. I don't know what happened to Daddy Chess. We basically having a now it's 3-man race as we work our way towards the Jimmy area. So I think somebody signed up for water. Yeah. Yeah, the water supporting crew, they need to be closer with the cyclists, you know, looking for water and not getting the water in a quick manner. I think Marius have gotten his on his head his way up again. As an attack is there by this Levi and his father. Putting an attack here underneath the area, the Jimit area there, the flat of Jimit. Maybe trying to open some daylight between him and Marius, but Marius trying to catch up because he was waiting for his water, and the water was getting kind of delayed before he could get that water. Coab has opened a lead of maybe 400 meters away, trying to get away from him. So Marius has his work cut out for him. Motorists, we are again saying that the race is on. This is a national event going on. The Dominica Cycling Association race number 6 is on, and they asking you now to be careful and maintain. I think Daddy Chess is way up front. I can see a sign of Daddy Chess almost passing the Comtory area as Marius trying to work his way uphill. On his heel is Baron, Levi Baron, the dad of Coab Baron. So those two, they're trying to go up this hill. It's gonna be a tight hill here. It's a tight hill to climb, and this is a hard climb. Let us see if Marius can find himself closer to Coab after this climb. Motorists, we are again informing you that the race is on, and you gotta be careful. We have riders on the road, and we don't want no accidents. The National Domino Association having a big event down at Mero Beach this afternoon from like 1 o'clock. So we have seen all domino lovers to go down there and have a good time. There's a number of other activities going on there. There's a PS competition. Prizes will be available, so you can go in and participate. Bring your partner, take part in this big competition at Mero Beach. It's gonna be a day of fun down there, and it's looking like a beautiful day. The day is beautiful, the good sunshine. So you're gonna be having hot sea, or get ready, get a hot sea bath, and so that you can enjoy yourself with music and everything down there at the Mero Beach. All this thing was worked towards within National Domino Association. Yeah. Who? Yeah, well, our listeners, we just like to let you to know again that Oprah is now at the Alford ward of the China Friendship Hospital, and he's doing much better. But you need your support, you need your prayers. You can go in there and visit him also, because he has trying to recover from this nasty accident really that took place yesterday on the Jimit Highway. And again, I call on the authorities to install some speed humps on that highway, because I have been predicting and seeing the problem that is caused by reckless driving. So we need to basically slow down the traffic on that highway, and I think the only way it can be done is by installing some speed humps in strategic areas of that highway. And it riders at them heading downhill, but the breakneck speed that they're going down one harbor there into Taro. It's an attack there with Marius on the hill with Baron. But the two Street Falcons riders are moving, trying to create some daylight there. That's Co-op and Daddy Chess. But Marius is catching up. And there I think we're gonna have a real battle going back up when we're going back up to get that final lap into Maboy's Bar. We're heading briefly, we're just passing the bridge at Taro. Welcome Taro, a few spectators on the sideline. We do see Taro more in gear. Taro has been also within and egging on riders here when we pass through Taro. So Mario's trying to catch up with Co-op and Bad Daddy Chess. It's very closely followed there by Levi Baron. I think the masters are having a good time here. They're proving to the youngsters that they can maintain a tight race here with them. As I go back to my sponsors list, the platinum sponsor, Dominica Olympics Committee, gold sponsor, Ronald Charles and Associate, Lord Chambers, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, all the sponsors, HFG Research and Company Limited, and special thanks goes to Dominica Police Force, Red Cross, Richie Ferrell Media Services, Mamboys Bar, Pioneers Athletics Club, and our own Kyrie FM. Kyrie FM, you can get it on radio, 107.9 on 93.1. Also, you can get it on the Facebook page of Kyrie FM, YouTube of Kyrie FM. You could see the race. Go and view the race there. As you just going past Marius and Levi Baron, heading towards the leaders in that race there, which is Daddy Chess and Co-op Baron. An attack is going on there. They're opening some daylight between, I think, between Co-op and Marius. Gibson Marius trying to catch on. As we're heading towards the Hillsborough Bridge, you know the Hillsborough, there's two bridges here on this river, one left, one right. So we'll be taking a turn on the left and going on to the right to go into the valley, where we are heading towards another bridge, which is the York Valley Bridge. And this is the area called Gloshow in the Lye Valley. So we have turned into the Lye Valley area with these two. The Lye Valley is really a sea of greenery. All shades of colors of green in this valley there. It's just a beautiful sight in there. And it's also flanked really by the Lye River. And if you want a river bath or a cool, refreshing bath, you can come into that Lye Valley area. I just passed in an area used to call Coco. And there was a big basset used to be right there. But that basset to me have disappeared. But higher up the river, there's a number of big basins that you can use for bathing, for picnicking. On a Sunday, you take out your family, bring out your lunches, take your food, take your food out there. I won't open your lunch. Get away from these houses and enjoy nature. You are in the nature isle of Dominica. The man says it's still the best kept secret in the Caribbean. You was wondering why you have an island that is not disturbed. If you look at when Cristobal Columbus discovered those islands, Dominica is still looking like it was 500 years ago, like how Columbus left it. Very beautiful. Basically, they call it the Cinderella of the Caribbean. You know, Cinderella is a beautiful woman. So Dominica, the Caribbeans used to call it Whitey Kubuli, which means tall is a body. So Columbus decided well, he got call it Cinderella. The British and Columbus named it Dominica. But the island is still fresh, beautiful. You can get your river bathing, hot water springs all over the place. Some good sandy beaches. Some of them are black sandy beaches. The black sand itself is a soothing thing for massaging your body. So you're not because we have got white sandy beaches that you go, tell me about, oh, my black sun not good. The black sun is also very good for your health. With Dominica, waterfalls, some scenic areas, wildlife, the trees, your flowers. I mean, it's just a gem of an island. As we go in through the area here, and we inviting everybody around the world to visit this gem of an island. But at the back here, I have not seen the two others. As Chester later and Co-op Baron make their way towards the turning point down at the York Valley Bridge. We have left the other two at the back. This is Marius, Gibson Marius, and Levi Baron. With two subordinate vehicles at the back of us. Still can't see no sign of Marius and Baron. Who have himself represented Dominica at a number of events. Actually went to the Commonwealth Games. He has gone to Europe for training. He's a well skilled athlete. He's well schooled, well trained. He did a stint in Italy among some of the best. He won some prizes in Guadeloupe, in Martinique. So he has been around. And he keep going from strength to strength. I think he won the national race that was held in June. That was the race to Portsmouth and back. So I think he won that race. And this event there, which is the sixth event of the racing season, he continues to lead. As they working their way towards this incline, two small inclines. They're not really. Later. Yeah, we started off this morning, the elite riders. There was Co-op Baron, Gibson Marius, Kubanski, Phil Amy. In the masters category, Chester Later, Ronald Charles, Levi Baron, Desmond Prosper, and Philip Eugene. In the junior category, we had Ross Samper and Elroy Carlton. While in the mountain category, there was Peterson Marius and Kervin Lefam. I think the mountain they have gone in. They was only one, basically one lap from Marbois Bar, turn at the York Valley area in Gloshon and head back towards Marbois Bar. So basically I think that race should have been completed by now. Okay, I am seeing in the background of Marius and Levi Baron trying to catch up with the Co-op Baron and Chester Later as they work their way towards the bridge here at York Valley. As we turn into the bridge here at York Valley, escort vehicles are already coming down the bridge. We gotta make a turn at Glow Show here. And Marius and Levi Baron is also in the area. They are right there in the area, while Steve is trying to maneuver his vehicle to make a turn here at York Valley Bridge. As in the St. Joseph area in Glow Show. Our somewhat vehicles are right on our heels, about 3 of them, as we're heading back towards my boys' bar. I think it's gonna be a much tighter race. But Gibson Marius and Levi Baron, they appear right on the scene, maybe about a minute or two after Co-op and Daddy just did the turn. So let's see what will happen on the return leg to my boys' bar. Yeah, I'm going to take a short break to get some water as I return to Bruno. Wheels away from him, trying to keep him close all the time. And I think what he really wanted to catch up with Co-op Baron and Daddy Chess. I can see Daddy Chess in the foreground. They take a turn again. It was passing this area at Clack Hall where they did some road expansion, break down this tight turn, get you a much better view of the road and make the road a bit wider here. Clack Hall Estate itself used to be quite a vogue one with bordering Hillsborough Estate. Those two estates here, I used to really frequent them because I had my uncle working at the Clack Hall Estate and I had my father working at the Hillsborough Estate. So these two Scotlands, they manage estates. And we're heading back down now. Mario's trying to get away. Let me see whether he can break through, even attack. Daddy Chess have been falling back. I just seen Charles there, Ronald Charles making his way up. Ronald Charles must be about maybe a mile and a half away from the turning point to catch up with the other riders that are on their way there to make that turn. As Mario is trying to open an attack, but it's still flanked on the heels by these two Falcons riders, Daddy Chess as Chester Later and Levi Baron, the father of Co-op Baron. Co-op Baron seems to be in the lead. I'm not seeing for wide because we have a number of turns around there. We don't really have a flat distance of road, a flat road where we can see right ahead because a number of twists and turns in that area there. Only thing is the surface of this road is very good. It's well surfaced and marked. You have your broken lines on it, your continuous lines. The drivers can know what they need to stick to their side of the road. Some areas on the west coast they need to back up these roads again. But we have some drivers that are very crazy. They don't know what is the left, they don't know what is the right. So the line in the middle of the road there, that is road marking, is vital. Let them know where they have to stick to their lane. We was passing this garage here on the banks of the river. Coaf continues to lead as the reach now right onto the Russo, the Hillsborough Bridge. That's the east one, the east bridge of the side of the river. So we're gonna see what's happening because you have a more extensive flat piece of road. Maybe see what distance Co-op is away from Gibson Marios. Gibson Marios still being trailed there by Chester Later and Levi Baron. Marios jockey type built rider. Baron Co-op is very good on flat, he's very quick. Marius is also not a bad rider on the flats. So right now you have a piece of flat road that will take you right for to Taro, to Mount Habat, where you will encounter a steep climb to go over that hill and then head it into Jimmy. Motorists, we are telling you that there's a race on, race number 6 is on. Dominica Cycling Association. I've been doing tremendous work in pushing the sport of cycling in Dominica. And that thing we're heading for will basically be heading towards Olympic status very soon because we're trying to put some riders out there to actually ride at that level. Marius is trying to open an attack here under the cliff at Taro. Trying to see if I can see Kwaf with the foreground there, but still can't see him. Oh yeah, I catch a glimpse of him just over the Taro Bridge. So Marius and Daddy Chess and Levi, they're basically almost half a mile away from him. They have a lot of catching up to do. As I suspect, Coaf open and is on an attack mood, heading towards the hills of Taro up there at Mount Habat. So again, we come to Taro, some others on the roadside, egging on some of our riders. As you see, 2 or 3 riders heading their way back. I can see Zampa. the Russian Zampa trying to make his way back to the turning point. The 3 other riders. And we're going up through the steep hill here of Habat. On Habat is a hard climb. And Baron is trying to see he can open the daylight between he and Marius here on this climb. So he's a good climber. He's also very strong in climbing. And he's going up the steep incline here at Habat, rocking from side to side. Almost crest that hill there. This Taro area is very a crabland area. A lot of crabs come down the hill here, try and cross the road to reach the sea. But then there's a structure in place there that was erected a couple, maybe 1980s, when they put concrete drains were built. So the crabs are having problem now to cross the road. By the time they get over this road, they are exhausted. Our oncoming motor vehicles continue to crush them. So the population has been dwindling. The co-op is kind of rubbing his side. I don't know if he's getting any pains in that area. But he keep riding, he keep going forward all the time. Oh, he's parking what? His snacks, he's trying to put in order. Hope he getting, the ear is not getting no aches and pains. And he heading downhill now that time. Going through the Come to me area here. There's smooth sailing from here right into the Mao. Basically into Mao, you have a just flat road there when you go descend from that hill, pass through the gas station, pass the gas service station at Jimit, the bus stop at Jimit, then you turn wrong to the junction between Jimit Warner, and then you move again into Mao. A lot of mangoes in the area, their vicinities. I can see the escort police vehicle. Again, I saw in the call to the residents of Jimmy and the children of Jimmy to come out there and have mangoes. Mangoes is really falling and does going to waste in that area. We call it a Lysia mango was there. Just mango spoiling. A grapefruit, which is a mango, prevents a lot of diseases like cancer. It manages hypertension, give you energy. But Dominica have things wasting me, boy. Baron, I do seen. I'm not seeing the other pack. The co-op have given them a serious lead. I'm talking about maybe 2 miles. That's about what, almost 3 to 4 kilometers away. Smooth sailing, I tell you, from the Taro area. It was the last race that they ran to Portsmouth and back. When they turned down there by the cruise ship moving to Portsmouth. What that position it was by the swamp area there. The Morocco Hotel. That was where the turn was wrongly roundabout back to Roseau. Baron was the victor in that last race. And it looked like he's maintaining his form. That was the first race that he ran for the season. I think he was out in Colombia doing some training. So you could see it pay off there. This Baron is developing from strength to strength. And maintain his supremacy in Dominica cycling. We're going for the community that never sleep. Maho. Past the last end bar. And heading up through the community of Maho. Motorists, we are having a race. Appreciate that you give us the courtesy and respect. Going for the Mao area again, the lab area now is getting more and more populated. Quite a number of people on the road there. As Baron does fly through that area down there. He's only past the Mao market and he's heading towards the Piccadilly. So it's Koa Baron all the way. Have to go to another incline here, another steep climb at that's Mon Scope area of Maho. Because the entrance of the village coming down was if it was going out, it would be the back end of it, where you're leaving the community, heading towards Roseau. The Baron again, utilizing all his skills. He's a good climber. He will conquer that hill. He's going over the hill nicely. We have just crossed that hill there at Mon Scope. So he'll head down into the Les Point area. Because Les Point is basically just it's like a little valley. You have a so he clear that climb there. That would be it. That's the last major climb that he has to overcome and curvingly farm. Basically, we have elite riders now on the road, elite category and masters categories. As Koa Baron continue to lead there as we descend through the community of Massac. Massac, a historical place where the Carib wanna tell the Caribs got massacred by the British. So they call it place Massac Way. But Dominica, we just shortly call it Massac. But the English version. And the flying through past the indoor facility on my right. That's where you play all your basketball, some volleyball, netball taking place in that indoor facility. Baron continued to work his way and work his way well. Heading towards the bridge here, that bridge at Check Hall. The Check Hall Bridge, and this bridge is a offshoot of the river, the Check Hall River, which comes really from the Twapito area, right on the Mount Twapito. Supply water to that river, source of that river. But Dominica, as you know, is the land of rivers. We say we have a river for each day of the year. 365 rivers, uncounted. And you could see that on a event like a hurricane. You might maybe have about over 600 rivers supplying water going to the sea. Whoever's just been past the Canefield roundabout, just by the airport there's a small roundabout. And he's heading his way southly and boldly towards the finish line at my Boy's Bar, down the lower part of Woodville. Because on the Woodbridge Bay area. I think a sprinkle of rain is coming down, cloud cover. We started off very brilliant sunshine this morning. But again, this weather pattern, is changed radically on us. We are also in the hurricane season, a season when you can get a lot of tropical waves coming across the island, bringing water and sometimes heavy winds. So we hope that we are praying for a hurricane-free season here. But the police is just making a stop check, allowing COAF to go ahead. Baron working his way past the Canefield housing scheme. Still not seen no sign of the others. The competitors like Gibson Marius, Levi Baron, Chester Later, they were in the park with Baron for maybe 3/4 of this race. So the last quarter there, Baron have left them behind and is heading towards the finish line in the Roseau area, down at Woodbridge Bay. They were part of Goodwill. I can see that the development process, that training that he had in Colombia, is showing really that Co-op is really basically heading towards an that elite stage of riding in the Caribbean. He can be a competitor of any race taking place in any of these islands. I think Co-op can represent. And he has trying to open up a lead as he head through the Mondaniel area. I don't know, you're looking to break a record there because he's really riding against himself. There's no other person there to really push him. But he keeps pushing himself hard. And he's under the cliff here at Mondaniel, trying to see how fast he can make it in terms of time. Because that race look like it's about 60 miles. When we calculated it, it's heading towards like about, in that region, about 60 miles of racing. And he's really working his way nicely. He has not been in any difficulty. He had no bike issues. And I see he had no real personal health issues really on this race. But he must pick up our sponsors again. Dominica Olympic Committee or his platinum sponsor, Ronald Chesson Associate Law, Chambers, Josephine Gabriel and Company. That's our good sponsors. Other sponsors, HSV Research and Company Limited. Special thanks to the Dominica Police Force, the Red Cross, Richie Farrell Media Services, My Boys Bar, Pioneer Athletic Club, and our own Kyrie FM. You can view that race on Kyrie YouTube, Kyrie Facebook page, and hear us on radio 107.9, 93.1 FM. It's the genuine sound of Dominica. And so we're heading towards Roseau that time. The finishing line by My Boys Bar. Co-op is just crossing the Wavin Cork area. To my right, to my left, actually, there's a garage. So we have just passed that garage on our way up. And we'll be passing the community of Fokole very soon. Baron continuing to work his way hard, pedaling strong, and moving forward with purpose. And it's all Co-op Baron now heading towards the finish line. He has just passed the bridge here by the Coast Guard Bay. The Coast Guard base, not a bay. Heading towards the finish line there is Baron. Baron moving forward and moving quick. Flanked there by the police. All Co-op Baron there now, looking to win race number 6 in the competition. Baron himself is the national champion because the major race that was run last June, this June actually, he won that race comfortably. Baron now heading towards the finish line. He's just about right 3 to 4 meters away. It's all Baron. He's just making his turn. He has won the race. He's the victor. Another one feather in his crown. Quab Baron have won the race here, the 6th event. The Dominica Cycling Association held event. And Coab showing the metal that is made of high pedigree. A boy with a lot of stamina and a good intelligent head. Know how to run a race, how to organize it, how to strategize. And again, he's a victor here in this event. We're heading back to see whether we can catch up with the with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. As we're heading back again to see where the lap that they have been given by Baron, because it's a serious lap. But I'm saying that he must lap them 3-4 miles. Oh boy. So we're heading back out to see whether we can encounter any riders, cyclists coming down. We still have not seen anybody. We are under the mountain cliffs and heading out of town. And I can see one person there too. You look at Daddy Chess and who? And Marius. You keep seeing Marius and Daddy Chess. They must be fighting for the 2nd position, but Marius basically is in another category than Daddy Chess. Marius, as you know, is an elite rider, so he will be placed in the 2nd position, while Daddy Chess might be getting into the 1st category as the winner in the Masters category. So we don't want to take a turn again to follow them. We're making a turn around the Canefield gas station. The filling station here. So it has been a very good Sunday, a bright sunny Sunday. We had a minor issue with rain, some light drizzle came when we were down in the Lesbon Canefield area. But the sun has opened again with all its brightness, all its glory. It's a glorious Sunday morning. The race has run smoothly, it has run well, and we're hoping everything will be completed without any incident or accident. Again, you got to pick up your sponsors, the Dominica Olympic Committee, which is the platinum sponsor. Gold sponsors, Ronald Charles and Associate Law Chambers, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Other sponsors are HHV Witch and Company Limited. Special thanks to the Dominica Police Force, Red Cross, Richie Farrell Media Services, Man Boys Bar, Pioneer Athletics Club. And we're heading towards the finish line to catch up with Marius and is what Levi Baron. I made a mistake. It wasn't Daddy Chess. It looked like Levi Baron has maintained his composure with Marius, and now he has already allowed him to go forward. I don't know. Each one of them telling that they go forward. I don't know what's happening on the track here. Yeah. So they have in a contact, or they actually in two different categories. So let us see what will happen there. I don't know. There might be a sprint for the finish here, as Baron is egging him on, and Marius is waving him off. And yeah, so let's continue here. We just passing the Deepwater Harbor there, the Woodbridge Bay Deepwater Harbor, past the Coca-Cola storage distribution, and Marius is going forward that time. He's heading forward quickly, and I think he's going to be winning the second position there in the race. It's Gibson Marius coming in. He's now making his turn at the victory line, at the crossing line, the finish line, and he basically will be placed second, while Levi Baron will place first in the men's category. What a race! Yeah, it has been a beautiful Sunday. We have had a very good race. No major incidents on the road. And the and yeah, well, we are just by my boys by here. We're gonna be talking to. Well, he got to come.
Properly during the race, not eating. So as a cyclist, you always have to keep on sipping, sipping, sipping. Time your drinking. Know when to hydrate. Know when to take your gels. Know when to eat. But this race for me it wasn't really a long race, so I didn't really have to eat. I just took a gel and yeah, it was good.
Excellent. So, in terms of moving forward, we believe that we're winding down the season now. What's next for Koaf Barron?
Well, as I always say, I use the races as training. I will continue training, and whatever comes, I know I'll be ready for it.
Fantastic. I see our friends from Kyrie FM. They want to get in on the action with you, so that's it for now.
Yes, good day, Co-op. I see you have clocked another one under your belt. Where you won that race actually?
Where did I win it?
Where did you win that race? Because the pack was there almost three-quarter way with you.
Yeah, I mean today the plan was to try to work as a team. This is actually the first race we actually try to work as a team. Daddy just would let Daddy just go, let Gibson pull back. We sit in and we tried it for a while, and when I saw it suitable so that I could go, my father and I took off, and I just continued from there and just try to beat a certain time.
Yeah, because when I find that race there was limited steep climbs like when we go down to the Portsmouth area. So you had to basically riding on more flat roads.
Yeah,
Or you find
kind of.
or you find the road this morning.
Well, the road wasn't that hard. What made it hard was the heat and the wind in certain places. But overall, it's a nice race. A nice race. Yeah.
So you basically what I see there the training from Colombia. I can see that you have improved tremendously, and it looks like you have continued to work your way in Dominica.
That's the only way. Even though you go out to train, I mean, you still have to continue. So I will keep on continuing training hard and look forward to whatever that holds in the future.
Well, congratulations, and we wish you the best in the future.
Thanks a lot.
I just put back on the screen and I didn't know I'm not trying to beat you. I win already. Just like my best.
Baron, the dad of Koaf Baron. I see a big argument going on there between you and the other youngster. In terms of what only was discussed on that race at the finish line there.
I really got argument, and I was just telling him I don't need to beat him because I already win my race. Yeah. Because I am a master. He's elite. Yeah. So the only person you have to try to beat is Koaf, not me. So he was attacking, and I just tell him, yo, you don't need to do that because I don't need to beat you. So he keep on and he making. So I tell him, I'm not telling you anything bad. I'm just trying to show you. Well, look, I will stay with you. So when he get up to sprint, that's why I didn't sprint because I say it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's first I gonna get no matter what. I gonna get first my category no matter what. So I just let him go. So I was just telling him, don't do that.
I find for the first time all they work as a team. Street Falcons basically, all you strategize at race.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, Koaf wasn't feeling all that good. So we decided early on we're going to let Chess, if Chess go, we'll just let him win the race. But when Chess did go, it's like he didn't have the legs this morning. I don't know what happened to him, but he didn't have the legs. So then Gibson came back, so we just agreed we're just going to ride. But on our way on the second round, we decided, well, Koaf would go, and I'll just back off a bit. But then Gibson kind of slowed down to go for water, so I told Koaf, well, you know what, go ahead and meet Chess. So when I lead Koaf out a little bit, and I wait for Gibson. So I just say I'm just going to stay with him until the race finished. So because I tell him straight off, I mean, I win my race already. There's no need for me to be attacking and all that already. Nobody could catch me again. So, but
how you find that route? Because to me that was the first time I went into that area there.
Yeah, that's a nice route. Yeah, that's a really nice route. It has a little bit of everything. Yeah. So and it's a fast race. I think we average over 20 miles per hour on that race with all the climbs. So, it was a nice route.
So what's next for you, Levi?
Well, we have another race coming up. I'm not sure if I will do it, but I will see how it goes.
Okay. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
When I raised my hand to ask for some water, when I jumped back to get some water, then they just attacked on me. Then I had to
catch up.
Yeah, push it, then to catch up. Then that time, Koaf just gone on me. But that was the only way he could break away from me. Trust me, yeah.
Right, you were in the top 4. I mean, so you know the competition is tight.
Yeah.
But as it relates to you finishing, you still finish strong, which many have considered commendable. What's your view on your performance and finishing second in your book? Is that an achievement?
Yep, for sure. I really proud of me and my coach as well. And as well, I just started cycling just 1 year. So I really proud of myself for that.
We look forward to great things from you. And also, I'm sure the executive, the Dominica Cycling Association, shares that sentiment, as well as my colleagues from Kyrie FM. Who will take over from now. But thank you for taking the time with us, okay?
Yeah.
All the best.
For sure, thanks.
All right. Yes, good morning, Mr. Marius. Good morning. It looked like you had a tough time on the battlefield today.
For sure. It was extremely harder today. We had to fight the team. Yeah, that was extremely harder for me.
Or you find that sometimes you're working against a team. You working them as a team or because you have three Street Falcons guys working with you in that race.
Well,
how do you manage to work with them?
Well, the thing is, they don't work with me. They work with their teammate to kill my leg, you know? Yeah, so all I have to do is do my best to keep up. Yeah, to keep up with them to fight the battle, you know? Yeah.
I always say it would be good that if you had a team with you. that
Yeah.
you can actually strategize properly and
Right.
really give them the competition.
Exactly. If I had a teammate, you're off in trouble.
But I saw the break where you went for the water. That water break kind of put you out.
You're right. That's where
Yeah.
Koaf break away from me when
Yeah.
I jumped back to get the water. Then they were slowing down to to wait for me to
Yeah.
get the water. Then all of a sudden, if I just take off, then when a teammate take off, the other teammate will follow. Yeah. And I had to really push harder to try to close the gap, but and the wind as well was really strong, so it was extremely hard for me.
Yeah, because it started with a good day where we had good sunlight and the wind was down low, but then later down it started getting more windy. Yeah, so the conditions of
The weather.
the atmospheric
Right.
condition itself can have effects on the race.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to study all that.
For sure.
But I find that route there. How you find that route? Because that's the first time we went into that area to race with.
Yeah, the route not bad actually. It wasn't that hard, but not much hills. Most likely it was on in the flat.
Yeah, it was more flat.
Yeah, but
So what you prefer? You're good at on flat roads or on climbing?
well, I good everywhere.
You're
Yeah.
all wrong cyclist.
Yeah, for sure.
You already won 3 races already for this season.
Yeah.
But your last 2 races, you lost them.
Yeah. The man Koaf is there.
So Koaf is back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the rest for you for this season? What's your season looking like in terms
I'm
of
just
time to come?
just trying to finish the season, then off season to work harder with my coach May Essien. Yeah, so we can come back stronger next season.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your second position.
Thank you so much.
Yes, people, that was it. I don't know if we have any more riders to come in, but we have done the race this year. This race is the 6th race of the season, and it was quite a good race in terms of the new route. They actually went into the Layo Valley area. We turned around the York Valley Bridge and find ourselves back at my boys. It was quite an interesting race, and Koa Baron proved again that he's a champion. He ended up really leaving them behind at maybe at three-quarter ways that they were together in that bunch for almost 3/4 of the time, but Baron, I must say, pulled away and had a very good race. Yeah, we got to complete that. That is it. So I don't know. We're gonna wait for the presentation of medals, but for now we're gonna take a break and head back to master control.
Bicycle.
other mic? The other mic. Maybe a difference.
Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Thank you guys so much. And Kyrie FM, HHV Richard and Company, Ronald Charleston Associates, Lord Chambers, all the volunteers, and of course all those who helped today. Ma Boyd, thank you so much for being here. A special thank you to Mr. Scotland and Steve Vidal. You know, at the end of the day, they're doing a job, you know, but at the most important thing is to turn out every Sunday and assisting the young people to showcase their talent. I want to tell them thank you personally, and I'm sure they go beyond their work boundaries. So we were grateful for all of that, and congratulations to all the young people. Let me again announce in August, we'll be having a kiddies cycling festival at the Bayfront. We're doing the logistics, and hopefully we'll have a nice event there for those 5 years, you know, and up at this below up to 15. We believe that the young people need to start to get into it. We need to create a safe haven for them. So that is why we're going to block up the Bayfront. Once we get the necessary permission to do so, we'll announce the date and then we'll move forward. But that is something I believe every young person with a bicycle should look forward to, because we'll be in a safe environment and we can have a great day with the young people and the young children. I will say for this event, ensure that when you're coming with your child, every child have a helmet. Without the helmet, the child will not be able to participate. So please remember, parents, when you're coming to this event in August at the Bayfront, the Kiddies Cycling Festival, please ensure they have a helmet, they're properly clothed, and their bicycle is working perfectly. All in all, it was a great event. Thank you, Richie, for your media coverage, and of course, Kyrie FM. All in all, God bless.
All right, last question. So it appears that with the work of the Dominica Cycling Association attacking this rigorously in terms of the awareness of the sport, cycling is alive and well in Dominica.
Yeah, and I guess we have a lot more work to do. We have a lot of more young people to recruit. We have a lot more grassroots work to do. We have more bicycles to get. There are a lot of people that are not into the racing, but they're into fun riding. So that sector we need to build, because not everybody want to come and race there. Some people just want to be part of a 30-40 group of people where they can go have a nice ride on a Sunday and a Saturday, enjoy it, no racing. So that we want to encourage, and that we want to see. We also want to take this opportunity to say that this is the way forward. A lot of people live or work close into the city, right? You're talking about Pottersville, you're talking about Goodway, and they still take vehicles to get into the city. We believe you can hop on your bicycle and get to work. I think that will bring back the whole wealth and health. All right, so that is what we're looking for.
Charles, thank you, and congrats.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you. Great job.
1, 2. Both mics so we can wrap up. Both mics.
Okay, one, two. I did it. 1, 2. 1, 2. It went off, man. It went off again. 1, 2.
Yes, we won again. We just got the
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 6. 1, 2.
Second. That's in the elite category.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I didn't see the foot rider, which is is the name again now. But back into the masters, I think Levi Baron came first, followed by Daddy Chess. I believe Ronald Chess came third. According to the stats I see on this thing. So let's go, Mr. Charles.
Yes. Of course, we're going to go straight into it. Daddy Chess, come and help me out there. Oh, we get a beautiful lady to come. One of you all, anyone? Yes. Philly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we want to say thank you to all our sponsors, the Dominica Olympic Committee, our platinum sponsors, Ronald Charles and Associates, Lord Chambers, of course, our gold sponsor, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Thank you for the team and staff of Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, HHV Church and Company Limited, and of course special thanks to Kyrie FM, the Dominica Police Force. I believe they did a wonderful job today. Could you put your hands together for the police? And of course Red Cross, Richie Farrell Media Services. My boy, thank you so much. And of course all the cyclists, the volunteers, and all those who made it possible. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is done all over the world, 15 minutes after the winner, we have to proceed with the ceremony. And let's go with the mountain bikes category. Please put your hands together for Kevin Lefam in second position. Put your hands together. Mr. Lefam, step forward. Oti. All right, good one. Look your little thing there. You hold this up. Congratulations. Hold up this little trophy. And Daddy Chess, somebody could you please take the photos for Eugene, please? Somebody could please come take all the photos for me, please. All right, in the mountain bike category, we have Kevin, left hand. Put your hands together for the young man. Put up your trophy high. And in first position, please put your hands together for the man himself, Peterson Marias. Peterson Marias. Yes, congratulations, young man. You will go places. Remain humble and work hard. Yes. Put your hands together in the mountain bike. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all the mountain bike contestants. Well, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Masters category, in third position, please put your hands together for yours truly, Ronald Charles. First time I call my name wrong, so. Yes, I. Good. Yes, let me hold my little thing. Put it there. Levi, take it for me. Thank you. Thank you. Watch me, sir. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, in second position, please put your hands together for the man who placed fifth in Jonty in Anguilla. Please put your hands together. Fourth? Oh yes, fourth. For the man who placed fourth in Jonty, followed by Ronald Charles 11 in Jonty, and Levi Barron 15 in Jonty. Put your hands together for Dominica. Put your hand together for Daddy Chess in second position. He did it in 2 hours and 13 minutes 12. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, the legacy continues. The king of the hill, the fastest on the road, well, one of them in that category. Please put your hands together. The king of the masters category, the man, Levi B. Baron. All right. And all of us ride for the Street Falcons. And now, Kobinksi Vinifit. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Put it down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment that calls for endurance, patience, and skill. In third position, put your hands together for Kombinski Fils Ami. I pronounce it well now. All right, Kombinski, come. People waiting for you. All right, put your hands together. He did it in about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, he's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, in second position, the man himself, one of our best climbers. Put your hands together for the man, Gibson Marius. He did it in 2 hours and 6 minutes. Put your hands together for the man himself. Nice one, Gibson. Trophy behind you. Yes, I. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, your national champion. He continues to dominate the streets of Roseau, the streets of Jimmet, and the streets of Dominica, the hills of Dominica. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the beast himself, Koaf B. Baron. Yes, sir. And the Mary Jet just called me. They have something for us. All right. Of course, put your hands together for all the contestants. Or it can't be contestants, they're not beauty contestants. Okay, yeah, you just, here come. No, you just reach. You just reach. All right. Okay. All right. Kobinski, third position. Put your hands together for the man himself. All right? Nice one. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, for the junior or the juniors category, please put your hands together for the man, Ross Semper, in first position. Ross Semper. All right. And of course, in second position, did he? All right, and your trophy. All of the trophy, Ross. Yes, they know you. All right, thank you. Put your hands together for the man, Ross Semper. All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we want to say thank you to all the sponsors. Put your hands together for our commissaire for today's race, Adele Charles. Put your hands together and a team. Of course, we want to say thank you to the Dominica Olympic Committee, Ronald Charles and Associates, Law Chambers, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, HHV Waitrich and Company Limited, Kyrie FM, of course, Dominica Police Force, the Red Cross, and Richie Farrell Media Services, Marboyd, and all the volunteers. God bless and so long, everyone.
Well, listeners and viewers, we have just come to the end of the ceremony here. And that was the sixth race of the season. Kwa Baron continued to be the champion. He has won the two last major races. The first one was down to the Portsmouth area, turn around the roundabout and come back up. This race now took them up to the Rosa Valley, Live Valley, because actually from the Hillsborough Bridge, you went into the Live Valley, turn around the rock, this York Valley Bridge, and on the way down here. So it has been quite a good race, co-op, followed by Gibson Marius. Gibson Marius is a rising star, and we expect great things for him in the future. So until we meet again in August, it's Anthony Scotland saying goodbye.
And by way of announcement, just want to let our listeners know our next schedule. Broadcast from 7 o'clock tonight, 7:30 tonight actually, in Scotshead. And again, we want to reach out to the fans and friends of Oprah. Again, there will be no Anything Goes this afternoon. However, we ask that you stay tuned to Carry FM. In the meantime, we want to say thanks to HHV Research and Company, also ACS, and the other sponsors of the children's program. Thanks for allowing this cycling race to take place on the time of the children's program. Thanks again.